Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get started with the British, and their planes are actually pretty strong. They're pretty, what's the word? They're overall they're one of the best planes in the game. You know, they have a decent armament, the Spitfires. They have good bombers, even though they're really slow. The Beaufighters, they're heavy fighters. They've got huge firepower, and they can turn really quick, too. The first one we're going to use is a Spitfire, Mark 9. Now, what the Spitfire's weakness is its speed. It actually doesn't go very fast. You know, it can do turns. It's got good armament. It's got 2 cannons on the side of each wing, and it'll shoot down enemies pretty quickly. But when you start lacking speed and you get yourself caught up in a dogfight, that's when you get shot down really quick. So you have to be very careful. You can see each one of those black dots is a plane. The higher up black dots might be bombers, while the ones lower than that are generally fighters. The 109's typically going to stay up in the sky because those pilots, they know they can't really dogfight that well. So he's just going to try to hit some of my teammates from the from the top down. Let's see, we've already shot down one plane. Here's a P-47. He's got tunnel vision. He actually doesn't know I'm on top of him. Okay, there's nobody behind me, so I'm going to make sure to save my 820G friend here. Open fire. We need to get a little bit closer. There we go. That was a pretty good hit. Now, we just destroyed his plane. And that didn't take a lot of effort, actually. You can see that beautiful turn we made. It was pretty awesome. We're going after this Catalina. It's an American bomber. I believe it's a float plane. It actually floats on the water. You can land it in the water. He just took out my engine, so I know I'm dead already. I'm going to try and do as much damage as I can to this guy before I die. So, British planes are not that great armor. You know, they can take a couple hits, but they can't take a lot of sustained fire like I was taking from that Catalina, the PBJ. Problem with that is I was actually sitting behind that plane letting the gunner attack me. So that's my fault. It was an easy death to our Spitfire. Now let's try one of the heavy fighters. These heavy fighters come with 4 20mm cannons, 6 7mm machine guns, and 1 turret behind in the tail. And that can help me pick off enemy fighters that try going for me. So this is the Beaufighter, B-E-A-U fighter. It's a twin engine. It's pretty easy to get the pilot shot out because the cockpit is pretty large. You can see the gunner just chilling in the back with his gun. I think I have stealth rounds loaded onto this plane, so when I shoot, you probably won't be able to see my bullets coming out. So we want to go for the closest threat, and it's not very many. See, my teammates are doing a very good job of keeping the air clean. I see a Zero 5 kilometers off the distance, and I know if I get on top of that Zero with my guns, he's gonna be he'll be dog food. I see another P-51 out there. Now the American planes in this game, they're actually good. They excel at diving, whereas the Germans excel at climbing. The Japanese excel at turning, and the British are kind of an all-around, jack of all trades kind of plane. So you see this BF-109 just heading straight. He's down. He's dead. I'm just gonna finish him off real quick. Turn it around. Head towards this B-25. The B-25 is really slow, but it's got a lot of gunners on it. It's got, I think, some kind of 20mm cannon on the back, so you can't really hit it from the back if you value your plane. You can see it already starting to take shots. I'm just going to try to roll under these bullets here as I get closer. I know I outspeed the bomber by a lot. Opening fire. No tracers, so he doesn't know he's actually being, picked off. We're just tearing up this B-25. He's also getting a lot of good shots on the body of my plane. I'm already going red, and he's down. Okay. So we see another buddy's over here. It's about like a 2-on-3 fight. And they're kind of outmatched. See, this BF-109 just pulled away. He's losing energy. So we want to go after this guy right here. And I know that as soon as I get my guns on top of him, he's gonna go down. He's down. You see those 4 20mm? They don't fuck around. Whatever, you put that reticle right on your target, and he's done. It's another BF-109 right here. Critical hit on his oil tank. He's gonna pull away from me. I'm actually gonna end up in front of him, which is really bad. So I'm gonna try to throw my plane into a loop, kind of drop some speed, let him get in front of me. And I got an assist. One of my friends took him out, or he jumped out of his plane actually. So I noticed that I've taken a little bit of damage. You can see some bullet holes in the fuselage of the plane. And I believe if the whole fuselage goes black, that's when I lose my pilot. So that's pretty close to losing my pilot already. But we're not going to give up. Our engines are fine. We're not hurting for ammunition or repairs or anything. Just make sure skies are clean. You can see there's a lot above us. B-17 and a 109. We're actually slow climbers, so we're just going to keep it around here. Kind of bait the enemy into chasing us. Maybe we can outturn them. The Beaufighter actually does have a good turn rate. So I can see my friends are already starting to engage, so I'm just going to kind of come up behind all these enemies and try to pop 1 or 2 of them out of their planes. Let's see, a Ki-61. It's looking real attractive. He's pretty close. I know the Japanese fighters have limited armor. I can see that the A6M20 just, falling to earth. And this guy in the Heian, Ki-61. As soon as I turn around, almost. Come on. Trying not to run into anybody or get shot down. There we go. I just popped him really quick. As soon as he came in front of my guns, I opened up and I just chopped him. You see this 109, he's trying to dogfight. We know he's going to be slow. They got a hit on him. He's suffering from damage I just did to him. So I'm going to turn it around. He crashed, so we got an assist on him. See this Ki-61 Heian over here. He's coming in fast after this P-51. And he tried to ram me. Looks like he's trying to get on my tail here because he knows I'm slow. Okay, there he is. 2 Japanese fighters, and they're really good, but as you can see, when you have like 4 or 5 people here hunting your Japanese fighter, you're not going to get a lot done because you're very weak. There's not much you can do against 4 or 5 other people. You can outturn everybody, and it'll take some time to kill you, but you get in the way of somebody's guns, even for a little bit, you're dog food. So we just destroyed that one. You can see our gunner is opening up on somebody that's behind us, about 0.6 kilometers behind us. He's probably trying to open fire on us. We're going to go ahead and turn, make a huge loop, drop our speed, point the nose down, start gaining speed. This is P-47. He's pretty fast. I'm coming in behind him. He's gaining speed when he's turning. Okay, so my team just destroyed their base. And we win. Just like that. So that was a good match for our British planes. You can see the Beaufighter is very powerful. I got about 4 kills. And I get a medal for winning, get extra points. Get to buy my upgrades. I want a stronger engine for my Spitfire. And that is the British planes. The ones I didn't show, you know, is just another Spitfire. It's a different kind of type. And you can add a little decals on here. Kind of flash it up a little bit. I got a Dragon with some Japanese markings that I shot down. And another Beaufighter. Same armament, same stuff. The Wellington is my bomber. You can see it's got some cannons up at the front. It's got, you know, 2 machine guns on the side, pointing out right there. And it's got 1 fat gun on the back, too. And that was the British planes.